Yeah, as always, let's swim through some garbage. We're gonna start out with a little piece that I pulled out this week, which I mean has been an ongoing thing, right? In our great state of Florida, they've been pulling some books off the shelves here and there. I'm not really zeroed in on whatever like certain books were pulled off the shelves at schools and libraries at what point. You listed some here, right? Is that what you added here? Because I don't think I put that in there. Did you add these? The
I
Handmaid's
did, yeah. So
Tale, Native
that's
Son.
actually
I
just
don't
a
even know what Native Son is. Slaughterhouse-Five. Go ahead.
yeah. I don't recognize the latter two, but that was
But that's
listed
neither
at
here
the
nor
end of this
there.
AP
This
article.
has been an ongoing thing, and the two thoughts that I had. The first thing is, and it drives me nuts all the time. The same people, and I think, look, to be fair, you ask most people in this country, are you generally for the freedom, like, for you and others to do things? You know, people would be like, sure, but then they vote in state governments that will do stupid stuff like this, like pull these. So my point is, like, the same people who label themselves and paint themselves in pro freedom and clothe themselves in pro freedom are the same people that vote in the people that take away books from libraries and schools, as if like these like are books that groom people or like do any sort of thing. They don't. It's so dumb. Just like stupid panic, and it's always brought to you by the same people that like out of the other side of their mouth. Oh yeah, I'm pro freedom. It's always freedom to do them. Yeah. So it's so dumb. And the second thing that's pretty related to that is always like, why do they do what they do? Like, why are they afraid of these books? Why do they pull them? I mean, first and foremost, it's always like the information control, right? In their minds, at least, you try to control the information as much as you can to help whatever narrative you push in your mind, whether or not it actually works out that way with the choices you make, right? But it always comes back to, especially when it comes to like the LGBTQ thing, it always comes back to like these people think that younger human beings can be groomed or choose to be gay just by reading this stuff, which is not true, which is so obviously dumb. So I don't even care about, like, it's good that this judge struck this down, but like nothing seems to hold up anymore in court, especially in this day and age. So we'll see where that goes. But yeah, I just
Sure.
always have the same old thoughts when I see stuff like this.
Well, I would assume something like this would just be appealed up to the Supreme Court, and then ultimately they would just get it wrong. Um,
You would think.
Zero faith in this,
Yeah,
zero faith
zero
in the
faith.
Supreme Court
Right,
these
right.
days. But
Not
yeah,
like
it
some of you have
is.
faith in Jesus. Yeah, go ahead.
Wow. Jesus catching strays on the Three Bros Pod.
No, some people have. Anyways, go ahead.
I know, I got what you meant. Yeah, it's very telling too. I mean, that's why I listed those three books. Well, I mean, the first one in particular, Handmaid's Tale, which, if you're not familiar with Handmaid's Tale, is just a dystopian future society where women have basically no rights and the state is a theocracy.
And
Why?
what's the
Why would
motivation
you?
behind pulling it?
Well, so I will say, I think there are. I mean, technically there's a lot of rape in that book, right? There's not a lot of
Okay.
real consent that can be given.
Okay.
But if this is in a public high school, I don't know. To me, like, it's weird to be afraid of those conversations when you're like 14, 15, 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
Like, these aren't topics that people at that age can't handle.
No.
You know
No.
what I mean?
Right. Right. It's fine.
So it's to me, it's more telling that that particular book got blocked because it feels like that book is a criticism of Christian
Dude, and the
theocracy.
idea that like any given younger person who's plugged in online wouldn't somehow find these anyways, like it's gonna
Sure.
cross, or even the
Yeah.
idea of what you're trying to prevent from them. Maybe they don't see this book or that book because of it, but the idea that's trying to be presented across, like typically would be if someone's seeking it out.
Right.
I'm pretty sure these days, like, old books can even go viral because of like some TikTok or old songs, and then like they get like playtime or a rebirth of people reading it, this or that. So, um, yeah. people are gonna find this. People are gonna find it. So
Yeah,
it's
I
always
mean-
it's always so it just feels so fucking stupid to me, trying to control it. I always find
It almost brings more attention, brings more notoriety to books when
The
you.
old-
Yeah, the whatever that phenomenon is.
You knew I was gonna
It's
say that.
ironic that we're forgetting that, right?
Yeah, you got it, dude. You knew I was gonna say.
But anyways, yeah, it's dumb to me. I mean, I understand. Like, for example, Handmaid's Tale is not a book you would want in an elementary school, and I'm almost certain that it's not, right? Like,
No,
I
right,
trust
and it's
public school librarians have a good, decent amount of discretion as to what belongs where.
sometimes
Or
the
at least I
alarmists
suppose.
make you
Yeah.
think that like there's not reasonable people still doing reasonable things, but for the most part
Right.
there is. Yeah. So
Like,
stupid.
Are there people who become librarians purely to be a bad actor and put Handmaid's
That's-
Tale into elementary school libraries, where most kids aren't even going to read the book anyway?
That's what they have you
Right?
believe.
Like, it's, I suppose those are the same people that would tell you we didn't land on the moon.
They're
But
the same
that's
people
neither
that have
here
to
nor
go
there.
sit on pews every week and have pastors yelling at them, "What are you doing for the Lord?" And then they join Moms for Liberty,
Jesus.
and they feel like they're doing something when they're actually fucking rolling society backwards. But whatever, we're not
Yeah.
gonna complain about it. We'll let you be.
Love that. Yeah.
I just hope. I don't know. I don't even know where it goes from here. That's where I was going to try to speculate on. I hope it doesn't get any worse in the sense that, like, there's always going to be refuge states, whatever it is. I'm not trying to make this seem like it's such a big thing on an existential scale at all. But just, long as dominoes don't fall. And
Yeah.